Right, so let's just say it was, yeah.
Great.
I made it clear that the movie says not me, because it was like,
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
well, right, because I wanted to put him down real better thoughts.
Yeah.
Basically, right.
And
And
you cut us from.
was that example you gave us,
Yeah.
are you speaking to?
Doesn't it record from
I guess he was on mute for 2 minutes. Oh no! Oh, I've been on mute for so long then. Well, hi! I'll repeat all of that again. You guys are doing well. Clearly I'm a little bit all over the place, but that's okay. We're here. And that's what matters, truthfully. So that's fun. I having a good time, having a good time. Let's see. We're gonna play some Stanley Parable. I've been waiting on this for a while, actually. I didn't know they were doing a re-release though. I was just gonna do the original one. And I'm very excited that they actually ended up doing a re-release. So we're gonna hop right into it. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are having a magical Monday. And not a miserable Monday. So we're gonna make sure that we have our water and we got our snacks if we need them, dinner if it's around that time, lunch if you need it. Now we're gonna just get cozy, hop right into this. So here we go. The end is never the end is never the end is never the... Okay, we ran out of room. Loading!
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk.
Me too.
Telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Good for Stanley, that's all that matters.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh dear.
Something that would forever change Stanley.
Oh God, not
Something
change.
he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in
So
all
work from
his
home.
years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid,
He
Stanley
missed the
found
work from
himself
home
unable to
memo.
move
That's
for
it.
the longest
It's okay,
time.
Stanley. Just go
But as he
home.
came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright, and I think... Look at that, we're playing. There's too much stuff on my desk. Get out of my way. We're playing a game now. I do what feels like a very similar job to Stanley, except I am not happy at my job. Oh, he stepped away from the desk. Interesting. We'll walk outside. These are really glidey controls. Like I push it for a second, he just keeps going. He's got some sort of momentum to him. Very interesting. Okay. Sorry, my numbers are spiking. We'll keep an eye on those as we go. Don't let me die, chat. Hello?
All of his co-workers
Oh.
were gone. What could it mean?
No.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Why am I not allowed back in my own office? This is rude. I'm saying he missed a memo. It's just a work from home memo, though. Oh, the copy machine's down.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
I
co-workers.
turned their computer off. Don't be wasting energy around here. Nyum. Why are you so glidey? Oh, here we go. We run so fast. Nyum. I'm gonna bump into all the walls. I hope you're prepared for me to be completely uncoordinated. I hate Mondays. Well, but today's a Monday. But Mondays mean you guys get to join me, so... I hate Mondays at work too, though. Look at this beautiful photograph. Alright. The glasses are a little too focused. I needed them earlier for the settings. Not so much when we're just gliding down hallways. Wow. Wow, what is that? Is that our meeting room? Why does it sound like I'm still hitting buttons on a keyboard?
When Stanley came
Oh.
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
On the left, you say? Well, I have no reason to not trust you. Let's go to the left. I wish polls were a little easier for me to create over here. Be nice
Yet
to have your
there was not a
guys.
single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Monday. Weekly Targets Administration. Marketing Mondays. Private time. This box is too small. Excellent. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Huh. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Absolutely. Number of slides on the slide. Charts, slides, charts, and slides. Whoa. Do the cha-cha slide. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Rate, oh, okay. Rate of the, this is just office speak. We need less reviews. Want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. But I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water heaters. Water cooler heaters. Chores need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net? Some sort of child trap? Are we kidnapping now? The space between the teenagers. Throw something in the ideas bin. Wow. Tips for not getting fired. Oh, no, I needed that. Come back. Wow. Okay. There's lots of things we can stare at here. It's mostly just nonsense. That broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay, but only because I'm listening to you this time. We will come back to the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Upstairs? All the way upstairs? These are some bright windows. Nothing is out here. Should I be concerned? Is this the face of God? This is bright. Anyway. Oh God. Why is there no elevator? I'm not gonna lie, this game is making me a little motion sick. Well, isn't this decorated like a Sims house? What, did I decorate this? Bathroom. Oh, I'm allowed in the bathroom. I can't see myself in the mirror, though. Oh, because the boss knows what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Let me use the bathroom. Extreme bathrooms. I want to use the bathroom. This is rude. Hello? Oh, it's locked. That's a toilet. It sure is, Beamer. How you doing?
Stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known
Why are
was
the
that
ceilings so
keypad behind
tall?
the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned
he's a
it
globe
an
collector.
extra secret pin number.
What?
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
You're right. I just have to walk away. I just have to walk away. Ah, doing alright. And you? This is the
Stanley
new
just
version.
sat around twiddling his thumbs.
I sure
Trying
did.
to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Are you gonna just keep talking at me? Do you know if this is the new version
By
is
simply
much
pushing
different?
random
I don't
buttons
know.
on the keypad,
I never
Stanley
played the
happened to
original,
input the
and I'm
correct
just
code
trying the new
by
version
sheer
now.
luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
It's dark in here now. Oh, that looks like a 50 Shades of Grey thing in the dark. But anyways. Why? Why must you blind me? Huh? Oh, this is very dark. Do not like, do not like. Is that where I came from? It is where I came from. Yeah, I don't know if this one's any different. I know there's another path around here somewhere. But... oh my. Won't be able to stay long because my mom made me dinner, but I'm here briefly. I appreciate you being here at all. We're playing the new version of Stanley Parable.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
I'm
Why
failing!
did he feel this now,
Help.
when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Because I just wanted to mindlessly press buttons and then go home and... oh. Can I get back on the elevator? I don't want to ruin the good run. Okay. We will have lots of...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
And not the one that says escape in big scary letters? Are you sure? Alright! You're the narrator. I don't like that these doors close behind me. Let me out! Oh god, I am a cat. No. Button.
The lights rose
Oh.
on an enormous room packed with television screens.
They sure
What
are.
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
No. Bye! It won't let me. I have to find out. Well, that's a shame. These catwalks are so long. There's no buttons here. What do they do all day? Oh, a button!
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Oh
Their
dear,
true
that one's
nature
fired.
revealed. Each bore
So
the
is that
number
one.
of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to
Is that my
images on a
office?
screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
423. There we are. Yeah, there's our office. Okay. Neat. I shake my Stanley a little on my catwalk. Oh, I shake my little Stanley. Shake, 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 shake. He's so glidey, I was saying earlier, because like you take one step forward and he just keeps moving like he's on an ice rink. He just whoosh, whoosh. I don't know why they've programmed him this way, but he's very glidey because of it.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Is this
Was
really
the
mind
only
control
reason
so
he was
far?
happy with his boring
This
job,
just seems
that
like
his
monitoring,
emotions had been
which isn't
manipulated to
great,
accept it
but still.
blindly?
I know you're trying to tell an emotional story, but also like,
No.
Oh.
He refused to believe it.
I
He couldn't
refuse.
accept it. His own
No.
life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't
Never.
it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind?
Warning
to
on the flashing
world?
lights. I can't see.
But
Okay.
Here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Never
For
again.
he would dismantle the controls once and
I'm
for
the
all.
hero. Maybe he's a vampire. They always glide instead of walk. I agree. I think it's more possible than we think. Never again. I'm free. Oh, that looks like the pits of hell. Anyway. 5. No, don't press the button. You can't. You're free, Stanley. Don't press any more buttons. You're free from them. Mind controls. Idle, awaiting input. But if I'm just following the narrator, is that not its own mind control of its own making? Huh? Shake it. Anyway.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
If I had an editor, I would tell you, zoom in! Tell me, what does that say? I can't read it. Have you played BioShock? I have not. I've never had a console that I could play it on. Oh, it's very dark now. Well, this is a shame. I guess I'm dead now.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Mm-hmm.
Was it over?
Maybe. Oh, I thought you could tell me, narrator.
He had won.
We have
He
won!
had defeated the
I
machine.
beat the game, guys! It's only been 25 minutes. Get out!
Freedom was mere moments away.
Well, that's the end of stream, guys, so
Even as the immense door slowly
prepare a
opened,
raid.
Stanley reflected
No,
on
I'm
how
kidding.
many puzzles still lay unsolved.
I'm joking.
Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge
We
or
did
even
it!
power that
Exactly.
he had been seeking, but happiness.
But I was
Perhaps
happy.
his goal had not been to understand,
Good job,
but
Stanners.
to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to
We
go,
stand here.
what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Oh, I can still
And
look
that
around.
was all he needed to know.
Well, isn't this
It was
pretty?
perhaps
This
the
reminds me of
only
my little
thing
college
worth
town.
knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Can I run backwards instead? Oh, nope. I'm closed off from the outside world. But I'm not. I'm free to the outside world. Why would this be underground? Oh!
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation,
Well, isn't this
the
lovely?
immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And Stanley was happy. But I was happy pushing buttons. Why did I have to go outside to be happy? Beat the game! Yay! Got an achievement for getting my first achievement. Oh boy, this game's got a sense of humor. I wanna push buttons. Alright. Guess I'm not able to stay put. Don't you shut on me.
All of his
Ow!
coworkers had gone. What could it mean?
Ah,
Stanley
locked
decided
out.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
why do you sound
No
bored
matter
already?
how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
You can't jump. Oh! Thank you for letting me know.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yes?
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth?
Yes!
No.
Give it to
I
me!
can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
20? Oh, okay. I too enjoy pushing buttons. I am pushing buttons right now to transmit these thoughts into your brain. What kind of magic is this? Science fiction, if that. 20 times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah!
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly.
Give
50
it to
clicks.
me. Give me the achievements. This is not the effective way to do it.
No, I'm still not feeling that. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant
My
effort. I want to
wrist
see some
hurts. Give
hustle,
it.
Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost.
No matter?
Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417, but I don't even know where that is. Your door numbering system makes no sense. I'm the end of the hall. Why do I have a big, why? 417? Where is that? Give it to me right now.
Great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437, okay. Run, Stanley. Aren't we glad you're gliding, it's a door.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere.
Where are we
Now,
getting?
Door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Ah! This way! Oh, I keep running into walls. Stanley, keep your head on your shoulders. Come on, man. We've got things to do. Don't you know how busy this office is? Find
Now,
them.
back to door number 437.
437. Run, Stanley! Stop running into walls. What do you mean it's my fault? What am I
Let's
taking?
see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
The copy machine.
All right, back to room 417. I'm
Oh,
really feeling
God.
it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
This is actually like running in between attorneys at the office. Oh God. Please, sir. I just want to sit down. Oh no, it's 417, not 415.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
How? I can't jump. I can't jump. How?
Yes!
Yes!
This is great!
I've done
You're
a
putting
thing.
it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right,
I'm
let's keep
doing
it
it.
up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
I can't. How do you get down? Okay, get me down. 416? 416. We can find it. Oh God. Ah! Give it to me!
Got it!
Yes!
Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Yes! The copy machine! Where I spend a third of my life these days. Give it to me!
Stanley, 5 clicks on door 430.
Yes! Victory laps! Yes!
We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley.
We earned
Nothing to
it.
hold back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come.
Oh,
today.
Alaska
Just
Lumber,
think,
did it
only
make
a
you
few minutes
sick?
ago, you
I'm
believed an
sorry.
achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
What were we thinking? You definitely didn't give me an achievement for getting an achievement. Not at all. It's definitely not the same game. Well, hopefully Alaska Lumber, there'll be a little less running around now. But I don't guarantee anything. I completely understand if you need to tune out this one. Because, oh boy. I'm getting a little motion sick from it too.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But what if I don't want to? No, I want to see the broom closet. Give me the broom closet.
Yet there
Yeah,
was not a
yeah,
single
yeah.
person
Nobody's
here.
here. Tips for not getting
Feeling a
fired. Talk
wave
less.
of
Do
disbelief,
unbelievably amazing
Stanley
work all the
decided to
time,
go
every
up
day,
to
with
his
no
boss's
exception,
office, hoping he
expectation
might
of
find an answer
promotion.
there.
Something else. What? Broom closet.
Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
I'm mopping. I'm mopping. I'm mopping. Duct tape. Gimme, 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 gimme. Give me the wrench. Give me the wrench. We'll play Half-Life. I've never played Half-Life. I want to play that too. Well, I guess. Why don't we just observe all the beautiful things on the shelf? Oh, I'm bored. Oh no. Oh, my partner got home early, so I'm heading off. Have a good rest of your stream. Absolutely. Absolutely. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Thank you for dropping by. I hope you and your partner have a wonderful night and that you get to enjoy that extra time together. It's definitely something special. Ominous. Absolutely is. Absolutely is. And that's all we can hope to be. But I like to map. We'll just sit here quietly. Nobody can get motion sick if we just stare at the shelf. Yeah? Like, this has got to be fun. Did they take this achievement out? It's the only thing I knew about this game. This is the only thing I knew about this game. Is it not still in the game? But duct tape origami? Might as well, right? Should we just keep clicking? Pretend we're doing things? While we're waiting. While we're taking a second, make sure you guys grab your waters. We're gonna hydrate real quick and I'm gonna take some insulin. Because it is important. Tasty. Mine's a little stale. Not gonna lie to you. It needs to be washed out, huh? Gross. Did they take this achievement out of the game? That makes me so sad. Where's my blood sugar at? Your girl got a headache. What are we doing? 252. Too high! The answer is it's too high. Don't eat ice cream for dinner. Don't do it. It sounds like an amazing plan. It's convenient. But also, it's a terrible idea, apparently. Okay, we've taken insulin. Look at that. We're saving our lives. We're continuing for another day. We're fighting. One more time. Okay. I think they took it out of the game.
Coming to a staircase,
Well, now I'm
Stanley
mad at
walked
you.
upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I don't want to. Oh, this looks dangerous. Maybe I do walk upstairs. Maybe I want to escape. Okay. We're gonna do this methodically. Ah! Because there's too many choices. And I will never remember them all. No. No, I made my choice. Sorry, Alaska Lover. I made my choice. We're going downstairs. Screw the computer. He wants me to do what he wants.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
I couldn't.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss.
Section
Admitting he
contains
had left
themes
his
of
post
mental
during work
illness.
hours.
If it's
He
something
might
you're
be
sensitive
fired
about,
for
please
that.
make
And
sure
in such a
I've turned
competitive
on the
economy,
content warnings
why
in
had
the
he
corner.
taken that
Please pay
risk?
attention to
All
those.
because he
It's
believed
very important.
everyone
So if
had
you're
done
affected by
it.
that kind of
His
thing,
boss would think he
please
was
go
crazy.
ahead,
And
mute
then
me for a
something
second.
occurred
Maybe
to
don't pay
Stanley.
attention for a minute.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Oh, that's the same
And as
room.
Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example,
Why am
why
I-
couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Why can't I
Why
see my
did
feet?
doors close automatically behind
I
him
was
wherever
asking
he
that.
went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
They
Were
are.
simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
Tell me.
I'm dreaming!
Oh!
He yelled. This is all a dream.
All a dream.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Oh, thank
He thought to
goodness.
himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he
1, 2,
imagined himself
B4.
flying
B4?
and began
Why?
to gently float above the ground.
Oh! We're flying now!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun.
Oh,
and
wow.
Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so
Look at all these
lucid?
stars!
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed
Oh,
he
the
hadn't
stars
asked himself
disappeared.
sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Narrator?
Now the voice
God?
is describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course,
Not the
this
coffee.
was not a dream. How could it be?
Who could it
Was
be?
Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
I'm awake?
Now,
Oh, God.
hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
We're gonna wake up.
He felt the
It'll
cool
be
weight of
okay.
the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up,
Let me
he
wake
thought
up.
to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
I'm going to push
Please.
the button.
It's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job.
The wife?
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
I am normal.
Everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine.
I am okay.
I am okay. Look at affirmations. Oh dear.
Stanley began screaming. please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, it sure did. Lots of cutting to blacks.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What happened to Stanley?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Oh.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
I feel like this no longer holds up as a
and in certain way,
standard.
seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
And ran? Did she not call the ambulance? Also, I feel like that ending doesn't hold up as well anymore. But yeah. Okay. Well, that's another ending, isn't it? What if I don't want to leave the office? I'm going to.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I did it! I am on top of the desk. I have fallen out of the window.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this
Ah!
narration and realized it was part of the game's design all
Please
along.
keep that in my
He then
sight.
praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
It's great.
So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
It's the void.
Okay, I'm over it now.
Yeah,
What do you
me
think? Do you sick
too.
of this gag
This is
yet?
very bright. No.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer?
Maybe.
Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place.
I thought you would just restart me.
Now, think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option?
No.
Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer?
Oh, God.
How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? And
Hours.
this is which, perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
No, I don't
Well,
think
now,
so.
I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Cheers. Well, How do I get up? Well, now I gotta do the other option. He talked about
All
it
of his
too much.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let me up.
No matter how hard
Let me up.
Stanley looked, he couldn't
Let
find
me
a
back up.
trace of his co-workers.
Let me back up. Ah! Aha! I made it out here.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map.
We've
until
done
he
it
heard this
again,
narration
folks.
And realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its
Blah blah
examination
blah
of
blah
structural
blah blah blah
narrative
blah blah. You
tropes.
talk too
So,
much. Let me
now
get to
that
the
you're
other
here,
answer.
what do you think?
To let me
Isn't
hear
this
you
a
talk
fun and
more.
unique
And I'm
place to
sure it'll be
be?
the same.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Wow.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Oh. Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like right now. You could have done it just then.
I could have.
Now would also be an appropriate time to quit.
It sure would
Any of
be.
these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate.
Great.
I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game.
Don't judge
So,
me.
just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Oh, how exciting.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered
This is so much better.
But the truth must be told,
Told.
he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly.
How dare you?
What Stanley liked most was buttons.
Buttons.
He pushed them like some kind of glutton.
How dare you?
He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function.
Hi.
Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable.
That is a personal challenge, my friend. This music is lovely. How long do you think it goes? It just goes in loops? This is beautiful. I believe this should be like the nice quiet theme song of my life if it wasn't an Animal Crossing song. Feels like it fits right in. But I'm bored. Begin the game again.
Someone was following Stanley.
What?
He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Well, that's not mildly terrifying at all. Nope, don't like that option. Narrator's dick. Aren't ya?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine. Just because I want to go upstairs and I want to see what I missed.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
Don't
of
get fired.
disbelief,
That was the last
Stanley
tip on not
decided
getting
to go
fired.
up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Aw, he locked off the broom closet. That's rude.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Boss, come to use your bathroom again. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say that's a lovely purse. That seems like a terrible mistake.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as
Yes.
possible, he didn't even
Oh.
have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Hey,
That
you've talked
kind
all
of
day.
anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
More music. Hey. We're vibing.
Feeling soothed
Oh.
and rejuvenated,
I sure
Stanley
do,
calmly
thank
walked
you.
forward into the opened passageway.
That was beautiful, thank you. I dropped the thing. That's okay. We're having fun, guys. We're going through it. Oh, that's rude.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Or we can escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
That's a form of escape, isn't it?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Really? Can I chat from the
But
outside?
of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
No.
Nope, still on board with death.
Still on board with death. Wait, can I make him say more things? No. He had the one dialogue just in case he tried it. Fantastic. I love this game. Let me keep going. We're still on board with death.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yes, we are. It's too late to turn back now. Woo! I think we just found an elevator shaft to fall down. Oh, that's fun. I can't see.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
That's
So
rude.
he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh no. Goodbye then. Uh,
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
wow. Oh, I've been released instead. Those are some boxes. There are lots of boxes in this game. Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Narrator. I like the way you say that. Very
When
nice.
every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless.
I want these kinds of
making
stairs
life
in
the
my
same.
life.
Do you see now?
No.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
I didn't. It's my computer. Office layout. No. Look, it's our layout. The corridor. The filing cabinets. The office computers. Oh, it has solitaire on it. The two doors. Wow. That's our little office. 1, 2, and 3. Buttons. Oh. Five different button sounds. How fun! Look at all the credits. The music team did a fantastic job. So did everybody else, but I really like the music so far. Maintenance room. An early version of it. Look at it. The office. Look at the nice shots. The war zone? Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpret it as making fun of people who like shooters, which is not our intention. Fair enough. Kinda wish I could have seen it though. That's really neat. Maybe they themselves enjoyed shooters, wanted to put it in their game. The Lounge. An early version of The Lounge. We haven't seen a lounge yet. The Office. God, I feel like I shouldn't be here yet. I do genuinely feel like someone's behind me now. The game is now paused. It's the escape menu. I think we're looking at spoilers, my dudes. Oh. Trailers. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is preparing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Make sure you look up the trailer. That sounds fun. This would be fun to look at. I'm a little lost. I'm a little lost in the museum. Okay, there's the cargo lift. We saw that. Meeting room. Lots of options. Yes. Don't look at those too hard because we still have to make all of those decisions. Look at this beautiful room. Game design mock-up. Fun. Like a museum. Countdown room. Monitor room elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could only go up or down. Could go up or down, with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down, and placed the two endings together instead. That's fair. Freedom ending. We got that one. Countdown desk. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down, with freedom. Yeah, yes. You said that.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
I know I missed some stuff, but also I'm a little afraid of spoiling the whole game for myself.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
No.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
I can't see anything at the moment. It's dark.
But listen to me. You can
Oh!
still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do,
They're all
choose
my
it.
choice,
Don't let
dang it.
time choose for you. Don't let time...
I've been squished. I let time choose for me because I didn't act fast enough. The end is never the end is never. Oh, oh dear, something changed. What happened?
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Why are there papers everywhere? What happened? Weird.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I knew it perfectly
Perhaps he
well.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Maybe.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I would like a drink. You won't give me one. This looks like a prop room.
Really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously
Look at this
vanished,
nice little
here you
screenshot.
sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Look how nice this is, though. It's
At this
beautiful.
point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and
Yeah.
reflected poorly on his overall personality.
You don't
It's
know anything
possible
about me.
that this is why everyone left.
How rude. Must you always be rude to me? I'm just sitting in the chair, looking
Stanley
at the
sat around
blinds.
waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
But you keep talking, don't you? I'll wait my turn. Looking out the window, out of these blurry blinds. Well, I'm bored. Anyway.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
What if I don't want to get back to business? But what if I do? What if I don't? What if I do? What if I don't? I must go forward.
And so he detoured through
Ah.
the maintenance section, walked
Ooh.
straight ahead to the opposite door,
But-
and got back on track.
Bye.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Nope.
He wanted
I
to
was there all
wander
day.
about and get even further off track.
Yes.
So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Left. Okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
To the right. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Boop, boop.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
I don't know, man.
It's clearly...
You okay?
Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
You okay, bud? Is that why there are papers all over the floor
Let's
this time?
see, we went down,
You dropped your
right,
script?
Left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This
got it
story
now?
is absolutely, definitely this way.
Ooh. You're gonna hit me with a car because you hate me? Oh. It's a nice little stairwell down here. Oh, this is the story.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Ah,
Okay. We just have to get
we're
back
not
to,
looking at it.
Oh,
we gotta kind of keep our back to it.
It's
But what if
all
somebody's
right
behind
now.
us?
The whole story
Nobody's behind us.
completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Oh,
And this
okay.
time, suppose we don't wander so far off track,
I didn't
Okay,
even go that
from the
far.
top.
I just made two. Okay. Oh, the papers are gone.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps I had missed a memo. This is boring. No kidding, it's not boring. The narrator has a lot to say. Oh no. We broke the game.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
Oh.
Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the
Nope.
monitors? Did you move
I
the
promise,
story
I didn't do
somewhere, or-
anything.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah, how could I have
Right
the
here just a
story?
minute
You
ago.
have it.
I
I
know for
didn't
sure
write
that
it.
it's here
I just
somewhere.
live here.
Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Let's find the story. Yeah. Oh, those are connected. This way. Story. Oh, this isn't horrifically confusing at all. Hi, Shay. How you doing? We're just playing some Stanley Parable, and I'm lost in a hallway that duplicates
I'll
itself.
say it. This is the worst adventure
Can
I've
I
ever
end
been
up
on.
going
I can
through the
promise
same
you
door
there
I came
definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
Oh dear.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Why
Don't
not?
push. Okay, you pushed your luck. I'm hanging in there, have a migraine out of chocolate. Oh, Shay, I'm so sorry. Well, hopefully we can keep you some company if you can stand the sound. I know when I get migraines, it's usually very sound-based for me. But I wish you the
All of
best
his
in
co-workers
chocolate.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
It means that you're
Perhaps he had
boring,
simply
because you
missed
can't
the
start
memo.
a new story. It's okay, mine are light-based. Aw. Yeah. Just as a heads up, this light has a couple This game has a couple bright light
Okay,
problems.
yep, it's worse.
Oh,
I might be remembering
there are
this
no
wrong.
doors now.
It's possible the story is back where we just came
Really?
from. Why don't we go back the other
You
direction?
can let me go
and
backwards?
see if we missed anything.
You never let me go backwards. Yes. But yeah, sometimes this game has pretty bright lights. I have my screen light down. Oh, good. Excuse me. I've got hiccups, guys. It's not good for mostly
Aha!
me.
I knew we'd miss something.
Oh,
The
this is much
story.
better.
Here it comes.
Here it comes. Oh, it's dark and creepy. Why do I feel like I'm gonna get murderized?
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Then where is this? If it's not the story, where are all the doors? Oh, that's not what we came through. This is extremely rude.
Now this, well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this?
What?
You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I
I win!
know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
We beat the game twice, guys.
Oh, no. No,
Oh.
I don't feel right about this at all.
Oh.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Hey, I
Some
did all
people
my
win fair and
clicks.
square, and this was not one of those situations.
I ran back and
Okay?
forth between doors.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
No, just let me live. Let me win. Why? Oh, there's somebody dropped their mustard. Somebody dropped their mustard on the floor.
All right, I've got a solution.
Do you
this
now?
time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
This feels like the
Just follow
babysitting
the
line.
How simple is that?
The line trademark. What if I leave the line? I don't want it. It's fine. Following the line. Follow the yellow brick road. Oh, that's a new door. That's never open. Well, if you insist, yellow line.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction.
Follow the
Onward,
yellow brick
Stanley,
road.
to destiny.
Follow the
Look,
yellow brick
Here's a
road.
thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there?
Well,
Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
of course.
Simply by the act of
Oh,
moving forward,
I can't
are we
walk on
implying
that.
a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence
You're
is
making
in
my
fact
brain
a
hurt.
byproduct of one's subjective
I can't
experience
follow that.
of that existence.
Oh
right?
no.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in
That's what
fact
my
the
brain
skeleton of
feels
my
like.
own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh please. Where did that line go? Oh here. Oh god. Ugh. We're having the best time. This line is exhausting.
Wait, cut the music.
Ooh.
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley,
This
fern will be very important later in the story.
Whoa.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You
Very
won't want to
carefully.
miss anything.
HD. I gotcha. I'll look at it from this side. And we'll look at it from here. How many stems does it have? What about leaves? You see the soil? You actually can't see the soil. It's all like moss underneath. It's in a white planter. It's about yay height. It's a fern. Goodbye! Nyum.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No.
Oh,
No.
we sure
No.
are.
You do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
I'm gonna keep following the line. Oh, we found the story.
No, not again.
That's where we ended
How
up
could you
last
have done this
time.
to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you...
Fired.
Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
That one's glitched.
Restart.
Oh, okay, goodbye. The line. My new friend. Mustard Buddy.
You know what,
Oh.
Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Well,
We're
tried to give
intelligent
me an
people, right?
adventure.
Why can't we make up our own story? Something
Ooh.
exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable.
Does
Why
it?
don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Not 437. Nobody's ever returned from 437 alive. This is not an office. Why are your hallways labeled like your offices?
Now, yes, this is exciting.
With
Just
all
me
our
and Stanley forging
brown
a new path,
walls.
A new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Oh
Go
no.
wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready
Oh
for
good,
it.
a new turn. Okay, I was starting to get worried. We were just kind of going in circles.
No, not you again.
Oh, he broke
Stanley,
in.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Yeah.
No lines or monitor rooms.
You can't
Just
join
don't
our
acknowledge
story.
it. You
Just
should be
me. Oh god. Ugh. I mean, I don't have any of the paths to walk. He's kind of everywhere. Yellow brick road. Oh, there he goes. Wow. Neat. Goodbye. Now it's just me again. Oh. This looks a little ominous. Screw it.
Ah, a choice.
A
We get
choice.
to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Oh.
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
Do you?
Just walk in circles for a
Oh.
minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go,
Oh,
there
this
must
is
be a reverse
sickening.
door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
What?
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes,
Both my
then by
brain
all accounts, the
and my
door on the
vestibular
right is the
system
correct one.
feel a little
Another victory
broken.
for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Oh, okay. I don't know why you chose that one, but okay. Oh, does it lead to the same place? Good.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
We've been playing
We're
this
supposed to
ending for
restart the game
13
eight
minutes. 18
times?
minutes?
That's really how all this goes? It's all
Oh,
determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
after a long
I don't
time,
want to be
Stanley
trapped like
dies.
this. I won't
Oh,
restart
dear.
the game. I
I'm
won't
sorry.
do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I don't know, man. You're the one in control of the doors.
So,
You could let me out if
Okay.
you wanted. But you just choose not
I
to.
guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm
Yeah.
not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's
Nonsense
where we are
philosophy
right now.
and music.
We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh. Goodbye, sir. We were starting to become friends. No.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
No.
What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial
This
outcome
game has been
fell
nothing
under
but
his
decisions.
responsibility? He had never been trained for that.
No.
No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The
Yes.
thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait.
Yes.
Nothing will hurt me.
No.
Nothing will break me.
Not at all.
In here I can be happy forever.
Forever.
I will be happy.
I will be
Stanley
happy.
waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
Yep.
Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken
tell you
to.
keep patient.
He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer.
I just gotta stay
Now it's even
patient
closer.
and keep your head up.
Here it comes.
And whatever else phrases they use. Oh, okay. Well, that was the shortest ending yet.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing?
That would be a pretty funny story to tell. I'm not gonna lie to you. That would be pretty good. Let's see.
When Stanley came to a set of two open
No.
doors, he entered the door and this was not the correct way to the meeting room. And
I don't
Stanley
want to
knew
go
it
to the
perfectly
meeting
well.
room. Your meeting
Perhaps
room is
he wanted
boring.
to stop by the employee lounge
Had enough
first,
meetings for
just
a
to
Monday.
admire it. Wow. Yes.
Yes.
This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room.
Let's stare at it
Life
beautifully
without having
again.
experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Exactly. We must consider it the way it is. Beautiful.
Yes.
Simple.
Really, really worth it being here in the
Oh
room.
yeah. No, I
A
get you.
room so utterly captivating, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Let's keep moving. No, he didn't. Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm rebelling. I should have done this years ago. Where am I going? Do not jump from cargo lift while it is in motion. $5,000 for jumping off it. Better make it worth it.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize
Really?
that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
No, it's been
Someone
about my
you've been neglecting,
coworkers.
Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Really?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
I'm asking for her. Well,
This is
I
it,
must go
Stanley.
find my wife.
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Who is
She's
she?
been waiting.
Who is she? Oh! I can't handle it. I gotta go. Oh! You've locked me in, monster. Oh! I could just leave. There's nowhere for me to go, but I could just leave. Neat. Good to know the future. You are so radical. Look at me, radical, dude. We're going cargo surfing.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone. Fine. Let me love her. Apartment
Sarah, is that
427.
you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about
Your day.
Oh,
Gotcha.
you're an
Oh,
awful.
come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Well,
You
considering
wanna
we've talked
commit
about her
their life to
before,
you.
yes.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No, you can't
Sorry,
make me.
but you're in my story now.
Oh, oh, that's not ominous at all. Let me out. Oh, that's ominous.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh. Press M on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
This is gonna give me an existential crisis about my job, which is a desk
Look
job
at him
about
there,
pushing buttons.
doing exactly what he's told to do.
Of-
Now he's
Ah!
pushing a button.
No!
Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
As you
From
should have
behind
the
his
right
desk,
to.
Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful.
Well, of
And
course.
each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Oh, this is a little existential, boss.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that
Ah.
one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys.
So he went further.
Yeah.
He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Of course. Freedom of choice, even if it's an illusion, is very great.
As he wandered through this
that's
fantasy
not
world,
dinner.
he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
I want to talk to
It
my
was
kids.
such a wonderful fantasy.
Please.
And so in his head, he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond
This
hope
feels
that
like
it
the
would
start of a
never
horror
end,
game.
that he might always feel
It's a little
this free.
existential.
Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Tell your wife you love her. I love you.
But there is no,
No!
answer. How could there possibly be? In reality,
This is
all
my
he's doing
actual
is
living
pushing the same
nightmare.
buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Why to go to
And I'm
sleep?
trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I won't do it. I won't be at work in the morning. I'll be free. You can't make me go back. You can't.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
Ah,
How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here,
No!
he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Gosh, nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not
I
so
want
different,
out!
I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please
And Stanley
die.
pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh, that's not dark at all. That makes me feel mentally sound and okay. It's fine.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I don't know, but here we go. I'm thrilled. This is different. This is new. Where are we going? Oh, this also feels like the start of a horror game.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving
So
critical
long
and
ago.
commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Play this for yourself.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable,
More
delighting
games.
audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Ooh.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Me too.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Ooh. Can't wait.
Is it broken? What's
Chloe
going
said
on
the
here?
same thing.
Should we be moving somewhere? Oh, here we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content.
Yeah!
I've never been
New
more ready.
content!
Let's do it.
I can't wait. It's a lot of brick wall.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Oh, it's behind me.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I get to jump. Oh, I can't jump outside of the circle. I must jump in the circle. We're jumping! We yump! It's the best new content of this entire game! We yump! We yump! Oh, we no more yump. Goodbye. Well,
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Sir,
It's
didn't
just
you write the
elevators
story?
and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20
Oh,
hours
could
of
you?
new content right there.
Could you?
I
Your
could
voice
count
is
to
great.
30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good.
Oh,
Yes.
good.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Whoa. Oh, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah. Oh, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah. Let's see what else there is. Thank you for enjoying
That's
the
it?
new
Oh,
content.
you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too
He's
much
going through
anticipation
the
around the new
whole
content, I'm
5
afraid.
stages
It
of
could never
grief.
have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me,
He's really
why
going
don't we
through
just
it.
reset the game, and we'll
Just
try to
give
get
him a
back
moment.
to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Aw,
What do you say?
except when you
Fred?
called my wife fake. Well. Oh. Hey. That's not my office. Hello? That's what it should look like.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Do you live in the vent? Screwdriver. I don't want to fall. Ah! I fell out of the vent. Oh, I'm still in the vent. Narrator?
Okay, you remember how
Oh,
cheap and
hello.
unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me
Yes.
thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Ooh, show me. Ow, my legs. Where'd you go? Oh, this is beautiful. Holy shit. Except for the copy machine, but... Whoa. Wow. This is stunning.
I call it the Memory Zone.
Oh.
It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
This is incredible. Look how nice this is. I want to pick flowers. The memory zone. Look at this. Don't forget.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched?
Yeah.
Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Wow, look at this. Wow. It's very pretty. It's beautiful. I wonder if that's Stanley in those pictures. Wow. Look at the original Steam page. Look at all the good times. How lovely. There's an ant on my leg. Trip down memory lane. $50. Aw, that was the demo. The demo was fun. It is literally it's impossible to get this achievement. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Perfect. Wow. Look at all the awards. New video game releasing today. Creators surprisingly down to earth. Wow. Oh, there's a picture of me dead. Glad that's in your favorite memories here. Stanley Parable deals with tough choices. Oh, how pretty. Oh. A lovely memory of little Stanley. I don't know what little Stanley is, but how cute. Wow. Design Museum Design of the Year. Wow.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Oh, there's water on the floor. I was like, there's shadows behind me. Oh, it is a shame. We have a choice to make, up or down. You don't have a choice to make. It is literally only up. Look at how beautiful this is.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley
Is this just
Parable is
reviews?
both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone.
Dude, I
to
didn't
spend
add
the
it.
rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
The serious room. I want to go to the serious room.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Ooh, we're gonna find out. Oh. The not fun part.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
They had to be, right? This one's good. Focus on this one, not that one. Focus on this one.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Then don't. It's okay. We're just having fun, my guy. Just breathe. It's okay. Artistic Moose, you weren't wrong about the horror feeling. See, this one's good too. See, that's 2 for the 1. Oh, Yeah, still 3 for the 2.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
I can't
Oh,
speak.
goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it, well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't.
Oh no.
Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to.
You don't
These
have
black
to.
marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
Yeah, see?
I
You
feel
got
like
a
a
good
failure.
review right here.
Like I let these people down. Perhaps
No.
the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
I mean, nothing's ever as good as we remember, but it's still good. It's just not perfect. And that's okay. It's just a game. It's okay. We love the narrator, even if he's a dick sometimes. Oh lord, there's another one.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Aww.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall
Oh, this
have.
feels like a bad idea. I never skip you. In fact, I try to make space for you. It's okay.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people.
I don't
and if
want
the people want
to.
silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes
You're gonna
impossible
make me
to
do this,
manufacture.
and I don't
It went
want
on
to.
For nearly 10,000. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound
know, which is why I wanted to
ruminations.
hear
Not that,
it.
Of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think.
What's the
Okay,
point of
so
skipping
my
if you
theory
can
is
tell
that
me
any
again?
choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. that you are both making choices
nobody else
and
has had
not
her?
making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them.
Yes.
Okay, at first I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone?
I feel
It has
bad,
a
but I'm gonna
mouthfeel
press the button.
that is rich with well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over.
I do
Oh,
wish
can't
I
wait to
had
see
that
what
for some
Cookie
of my
9 will say about
clients.
this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps.
Maybe.
To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place.
Not sure if
I
you
guess
can.
I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works.
I
Perhaps
suggest
that would have
that.
been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button.
Yes.
Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular
God,
user
let me
the
out!
ability to change
God,
their
have you
review,
forsaken
so
me?
that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would
Lord,
even be okay with
please.
Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any
Clients or
rate, I do
bosses?
suggest that we
Honestly,
not press the button
some
again.
days
I
both.
think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go?
Oh
Wasn't
no.
there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort or a window or something
Oh,
like
God.
that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go?
Oh,
Can you
buddy.
maybe just ram your way through a wall?
Okay.
Is there any possibility that you could, say,
Bam.
slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to
Ah,
leave? Please, I'll
bam.
take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here.
So are you
we
not watching
need
me?
A door. We need a
Eh.
door of some kind. I can work with
Ah.
any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another.
Ah.
I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall,
Ah.
but I will find a way, I promise.
I believe in
You
you.
just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button.
Ah.
Please, please, please do not press the skip button. Just
You make me tempted.
Wait here for me, and
Ah.
don't press the skip button.
I'm
Got it?
trying. Yes.
Good. I'll be right back.
Bye. Eh. Eh. Ah. Oh, I'm gonna drive myself insane. Okay. Boop.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Oh no.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my
Oh,
God,
dear.
there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times.
Oh,
and
dear.
There's
Well,
no door, Stanley. There's
I don't
no
know what to
door.
tell you.
There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I
No
have
idea?
no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I
Stop
can't
telling me.
control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it, and I have to believe. I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise.
Give me a
Oh,
door.
my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me?
I
I've
don't
never
know.
even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who
I
they
told
are.
you not to worry
Well,
about
it
it. You
doesn't
didn't
really
listen to
matter,
me.
but here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative
Stop
thing
talking.
Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with.
Oh, it's very dark
And you'd
now.
think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think
Yes.
that it's exactly the same as always?
Yes.
Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing?
You
Me
just keep
But it
talking.
isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there
What
to be a
plant is
vessel
dying?
through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the
Oh,
ground.
God, don't
One
burn your
single
story.
thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me.
I
Because
can
maybe,
hear you.
Stanley, maybe if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real.
I
maybe
get that, man.
I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps. Yes.
It's a valid fear.
Perhaps I've been scared this whole time. That if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it.
That's okay.
I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us. And I am suspended
Oh,
in
that
its
just made me
unyielding
really sad,
quietness.
actually.
I can feel the edges of my reality
This game is making me
curdling inward and
upset.
decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive. I am
Get
truly
that,
and
buddy.
completely here. I am a being. I am someone. I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized.
Yes,
the
you
emptiness
are.
between us has collapsed. And
Yes,
I
it
feel right
has.
now like I am not a work of fiction.
You've never
I feel as
been.
though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you?
I
You
do.
can see what this means to me. I'm so
I
clear about it now,
can.
Stanley. I feel as
Yes.
certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel restored, and already I can sense the looming silence as you will press the button for the next time. What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart to think of it. To think of returning to such coldness. Come, let us sit in silence together here for just a moment. Let us anticipate it. Let us welcome it. Let us not
Yes.
run from it.
We're not running. This is blissful. Wonderful. As it always was.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever
Oh.
sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let
No.
me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley.
Oh, dear.
Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly
It's
rich
good to live on your
wellspring
own
of
for a
both
while.
delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not
'Cause
if
nothing
all
could happen.
events existed in the same moment. And I felt freed. I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being.
Oh,
I
good.
saw that I could allow myself to exist along all timelines.
He's a
and
sun
that
did.
each of them was simply a strand in the web of my being.
Good for
It
you.
was incredible. The spaciousness, the equanimity of the moment,
The
both singular
equanimity.
and infinite.
The
For the longest time, this was my
equanimity.
experience. And then this moment passed, and the most unyielding fear I have ever known crept into my mind.
Oh,
and it is
no.
this sensation that I have been experiencing now for longer than I could have ever expected was possible. I have been waiting for you. Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence. I wish you to feel afraid as I do,
Oh.
that perhaps one day this state of mind will consume you as well.
Oh, that's a cruel
Perhaps
thing to
you
wish
will
on someone.
somehow, in some way, have to live as I do now, and I wish for you to know how excruciating it is, and for you to be in true terror of its eventual arrival. If I can only do this, only this one thing, perhaps it will bring me the smallest moment of peace in the darkness.
Go on, you boss man. Narrator? Narrator? Oh, okay. Goodbye. That's loud and annoying. Okay, so it's in game because I walked around the wall and it got quieter. Make it stop. Make it stop.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are
Narrator?
the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, "Entertain us." It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, "He's talking too much," they said. "First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world." As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of
Don't
others.
ever
But of
spend
course,
too much time
absolutely
reading
anyone can leave a
comments.
review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, "Oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it." And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen.
That's
The
it?
most immediate desires.
It doesn't,
Every
actually.
single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It
I
seems
think-
that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives.
I mean, it is.
It has come to represent us. It absolutely
Oh, no.
must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise,
I-
without our entertainment,
Ooh.
we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves. We would turn to look at our
Don't call me
deeper
out on our
nature and
depression
find
like
a
this.
resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so because of this, We require that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly captivating that they consume all of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect, we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves. What a pitiful reflection of humanity these entertainments are. What a shameful mirror to the human spirit they project. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace with it. I am the calm center of gravity around which these perversions hurl themselves. I am a waypoint for reasonable and collected discourse. They're the ones who are mad. They're the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to say something. Maybe they were just jealous of me. Yes. Yes, of course. They've been jealous of me this whole time.
That's what I'm
They are
saying.
mired in fear and insecurity and cannot help
You're
but attempt to
okay.
tear me down. What a sad state of affairs. When you read these reviews now, you can see it. You can taste the bitter resentment. And my, how good does it feel now to speak truth to these words, to finally allow these thoughts out, contained and managed for so long, neutered and sterilized.
Mom was texting
At
me
last
about
I
my
am
numbers
free
at
to
this
truly
point.
think. To feel. It must be that they were so discontent with themselves they couldn't help but leave a negative review on Steam. Perhaps it says far more about them than it ever said about me. Perhaps the state of their psychological being was in such tatters, and my constitution and willpower are so ironclad in comparison. Perhaps it was this state that they sought some outlet through which to tear me down. This, you can see, is clearly why they felt the
Okay.
need
You
to
talk
expect
too
that-
much. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry, narrator. Are you there? Narrator?
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Oh, I don't like this reality. Next. Or this one. Whoa. Oh dear. Wait. Is this an opening? No, I can't escape from here. Let me out. Narrator? Narrator? Narrator, we can leave. We can get out. You just have to help me. Buddy? Come back. We can... Come on. If I could just jump. We can... I can almost reach. Narrator, we can get out. Narrator? You just gotta tell me I'm allowed to jump again. What, Mom? Okay. Narrator? Come on, we're so close. What? No! Where did the plants go? Narrator? Why did it get so dark? No, nope, 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 nope. Push the button. Absolutely not. I don't know why that gave me the creeps. Oh. We're free! Narrator! Narrator? Oh, sands of time. Narrator! You sound so distressed. I am distressed. You just wanted to tell a story. And I just wanted to have fun. Narrator? Buddy? You out here? Narrator! Oh, that makes me sad! What if he doesn't talk to me anymore?
All of his co-workers were gone.
He
What
speaks!
could it mean? Stanley
That's
decided
okay.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Whatever you want, good man. New content. I can't turn this
Oh,
down.
good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Oh, show me, Stanley. I'm Stanley. Show me, narrator. I don't even care who you are anymore. Show me. Alright, narrator. I can't wait. Show me.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Oh,
Which is
it got
why
dark.
I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
2? Hold on, I'm taking insulin, but I promise I'm coming. I'm coming. Okay. Yeah!
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new
The end is
territory
never
we'll
the end
cover with a
again.
fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
More
This
choices.
is what fans have truly been asking for.
For 2. Aw, cute. Investor showcase. Oh. Wow.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
I think
Ultra
so.
Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there.
Of course it
It's
is.
future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
I love it. Say more marketing words to my ears. They're back 2 doors. More TSP, better TSP. Win-win. The color red! I like this part though. That would be good. It's pretty nice. I gotta say, pretty swanky. I would not complain if my offices were decorated like this. Oh, 2 Stanleys.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be. But
Oh.
let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Oh, show
I
me.
figure that if I can
Could it
loosely
be-
organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development
took
is
the
much
red
more of a
marker?
fuzzy
Me.
magic than anything
2
scientific
eyes,
or
2
logical,
ears,
really.
2 nostrils, 2 legs, 2 arms. 2! 9. Scrum. 10. Design pitch. 11:30. Break. 11:35. Design pitch. Number 2. Chat. Pretty swanky. It is. I feel like this game is gonna give me a mood swing. Like, whew. I was just so distressed a minute ago, and now I want nothing more than to make this man happy. The way to the show floor. Ooh, show me. News features. Excellent. Can I sit here? Ah, it won't let me. New content. Oh, is the bus new content? That'd be fun. Oh, around the red rings we go. Here we are. Ooh, look how nice this looks. Ooh, why is that a whole bunch of noise?
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Oh, what new features do you have? The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Hear your name in the game. Oh, I would be thrilled if it knew that. I'm stuck on a wall.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually
Too big,
recognized
too small.
and
Just
validated
right.
as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes! Me?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience
I know
of this
it's
feature.
Jim now.
Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I'm Jim.
I want you to
I work in
imagine
the
yourself
office.
living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Oh,
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really
that took a
truly
really
Jim
dark
right
turn.
now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes!
It's
you
me,
see?
I'm
What a
Jim!
thrill, what a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Ah.
Jim.
It hits even
I'm
harder the
Jim.
second time. If this were
I
the
am
only new
Slim
feature in the
Jim.
Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
I agree, good sir. Let us move on. Oh, look, 2 doors.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
No screenshots. A whole new office. Wow. Red is the new orange. Baby is all grown up. The new updated ray traced, more of the same but in a good way sequel to the oh god, it doesn't stop. Consistent quality with just the right amount of change. New features, new content, new ideas. Jump circle and infinity hole. Well, of course. Free, new, and easy achievement. I can't believe it's that simple. Get it here. Free achievement. Get yours now. Pull the lever. Receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you.
Yes!
It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, We here? What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Infinite Hole? There's so many. I'm afraid I'm gonna get lost. No screenshots. 2.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday.
Get
Which
well
would you go with?
someday. Get well someday, obviously.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
You suck. No. This is not
Well,
what we
actually,
wanted.
Maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Merch table? This t-shirt is the best new feature. Fantastic. The reassurance bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
Yes.
That it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable
Give me
will
the
feel
bucket.
perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Give me the
You may
bucket!
even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring
Give it.
cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms.
Give me the
And to be
bucket.
honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable.
Why would you do
Can
that?
you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes,
That'd be
the
ridiculous.
bucket is the perfect solution.
Give me bucket.
Come on, give it a try.
Bucket.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing
I have
despair,
bucket.
must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of
Bucket,
charisma as well?
bucket,
I think that just
bucket
holding it
man.
has made you the
Bucket,
slightest
bucket,
bit more attractive as a
bucket
person.
man.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't
Bucket,
they?
bucket
All this
man.
and more await you in the Stanley Parable
Bucket
2.
man. I'm happy little bucket man. I have bucket. Look at how realistic this bucket is. Look at the
Does
light.
anyone give out awards for most enjoyable
Look
bucket
at the
in a
light
video game?
reflection.
That really
on this
should be an
bucket.
award if it isn't already.
Look at it. Look how the handle moves. When I walk, it dips. Fantastic. This is the best use of my time ever. Thank you. And have a good day. May I go see the infinite hole? I have a bucket. It will make me feel better about the infinite hole.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is
Draw
in
it
fact
down there.
a hole that you can fall down
I
forever.
can't.
That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Ew. I'm scared of that. I'm gonna go do the other things first. I'm scared of your hole. That's what he said. Anyway. We have a bucket. Alright, what's new? the jump circle. Merch. Settings World Champion. Epilogue? Okay, so there's 3 things we need to do. We missed the jump circle. It's N. We are here. Collectibles is behind us. I have to actually learn to read a map. Hold on. Collectibles is A9. Ah. So we don't need to go... We need to go this way? I can't go that way. We need to go this way? That's his exit. I want the jump circle. Oh, I've already hit 0 yum.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
I didn't know I was supposed to save them. I enjoyed my yumps, but now I would have liked to yump with a bucket. Whoa. I'm scared of the infinite hole. Oh no, wait, I bet there's a glitch with it. Okay. Fine. We'll go to the infinite hole. When I die, I will cry. Maybe Bucket will save me. Everything in me wants me not to jump down the hole, though. Oh, this was a mistake.
Isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show
thank
you even
goodness.
more of my ideas for the sequel.
Okay. Thank goodness. They had a thing. I'm glad. See, the comfort of the bucket really worked. I was brave enough to come back and try. The bucket. It's magic. That's all we need. Praise Bucket. Praise Bucket. Alright. What else are we forgetting? The Settings World Champion? Is that back this way? Insurance, button that says gym. Can't go that way. I do feel like I'm missing something. Where am I now? Yes! Found it! I managed, guys. I'm not hopelessly lost. Oh. I'm not allowed in there. Oh, that's dumb. I went all this way. can't even get up there. To the exit. I have a bucket. And that's pretty sweet. Look at this.
Oh, goodness. Stanley, this is fairly awkward. I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to the collectibles exhibit.
Oh,
You see,
okay.
there is a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves the collectibles. And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the collectibles, okay?
Yeah.
All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
No, it's okay. You were so excited to show me things. I can't believe I missed something. Collect them all.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the
look
Stanley
how
Parable 2,
pretty.
you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Amazing. We will go get this collectible. We're so close to it. Oh god, look at all the people reaching for it. Yay! Look at him! Adorable!
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Awful. Horrific. Hate when they actually reward me for my efforts. What is the point of video games if you're not just playing them for the video games? What are you, a casual gamer doing it for rewards even within the video games? There's a bag here. Oh, that's kind of neat though. I do really like that actually. Creepy, but I like it. I really like that actually. No screenshots. Nope, just bucket.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come
They're
together
perfect.
as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work.
It absolutely
There's definitely
will.
a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Okay.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay.
This is a very long
experience.
ending.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Show me. Oh my god.
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this.
Okay,
Here we go.
you can do it.
Version 2.
Version 2. Ooh. Your
Who
epilogue's
am I kidding,
escaping.
Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Yes.
With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Exactly.
Would it possibly work? I
Yes.
suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen.
Oh, I'm
A
sure you'll
title
do something
screen that
great.
says with bold and uncompromising conviction,
Yes.
this is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
Show me.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Perfect. Look at this. Perfect. That's exactly what it needs to be, narrator. Yes.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Ooh. Too excited to
Stanley
try
worked
things.
for a company in a
Oh,
big
look at all
building where he was
balloons.
employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427
They
did
added new music.
every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
As you should,
As though he'd
Stanley.
been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
But was narrator happy?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Yeah,
Something
look
that
at
would
the two.
forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Great call on those
Never in
balloons.
all
They're
his
really
years
getting to
at the
me.
company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
And here we go, playing once more. Look at all these balloons.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yes! Oh, I'm not allowed to go through this way. They've blocked it off now. Oh, I can't put the bucket back down either.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
You know what?
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is
My
your
bucket.
companion and lifelong friend.
My
Can't hand
bucket.
it over. Oh, no.
No.
Getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial
How
and convenient?
dare you!
That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it.
How
Really
dare
tell
you!
the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the
This
rich
got
emotional
really
landscape
deep
of your
about a
feelings for
bucket.
the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Mine. My bucket. Back you.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There.
Yay!
Now it's
It's
settled. No
his
more
property
debate,
of
no more
Stanley!
Take a hike, Broom Closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
My bucket.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay. I'm gonna do a whole playthrough just about the bucket. A collectible!
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Absolutely. I got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely purse. That's the same as before. Lame. Lame.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
Oh, bucket.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always.
What's
The bucket
Bucket's
would,
name?
and he knew it. The two of them were
Bucky.
inseparable.
This is Bucky the
At
Bucket.
this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
I don't know if
Stanley
any of this
guessed
is
the correct
different.
code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Oh, the bucket. I don't know if anything changes about this ending now that I have a bucket, or if like it's literally just adding bucket dialogue. And I have to know. I have to know.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
We'll be alright.
The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Bucky is here for me.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
If I don't, though.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Not the bucket!
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
We'll get back on track. We can't kill the bucket. We can't. Not after everything we've done together.
But of course, Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and realized they simply had too much to live for. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Come with me, Bucket. I will get you to freedom. We will be okay.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
No!
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored
Employee
like
observation
guinea pigs.
protocol.
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears.
Not the
as
bucket!
Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Everything's gonna be okay, Bucky. We're gonna make it. I won't let them look at you anymore.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
Not the bucket.
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
It's okay, Bucket. We're gonna get you out of here.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never!
No!
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Bucky will save me.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good.
Bucky's...
Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way. The bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Absolutely, Bucky did. Come on, Bucky. We're gonna go ahead and bring everything down. Turn the system off. I have to come back on and pull it on for one of the endings, but I'm not gonna make Bucky watch
Stanley
that.
and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
Is it over, Bucky? Did we make it?
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate.
Aww.
Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
Why?
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they lived together, with one another to lean on,
Why?
to trust, to support. What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped?
No!
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
Bucky?
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
No!
To go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
No!
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Bucky and I were gonna live a good life. He was gonna learn how to roller skate. Bucky! I'm heartbroken. Oh no. That, my friends, is about all I have in me today. This is a fantastic game. So I guess we just have... It's now just the Stanley Parable 2. Does that mean I have to go through every ending with and without the bucket? Oh god. I hope not. I'll have to do my research. Hopefully minimally enough to not spoil the endings for myself. But let's go ahead and find you guys someone to raid, because it's about that time, guys. Wow. I hope that you enjoyed this. We've unlocked 4 out of 11 of the achievements. Let's see. I know, I'm so sad for Bucky. I got so attached. Like, that's probably unreasonably attached, but he's so cute. Okay, let's see who's raiding tonight. Or who's raiding. I know who's raiding. It's me. Don't be ridiculous. Hold on. I'm pulling up my following list on my phone Twitch. And then we're gonna take it to the bigger Twitch. And we're gonna find out. Let's see who might be up tonight. Let's see. Risen. No, not up tonight either. Alright. Looks like Patrick Static is also playing the Stanley Parable. Looks like he's actually in the same part we just were, though. Oh, well, I didn't mean to exit out of it. Let's see. Let's go see Minion777. Looks like he's just chatting, might be editing some YouTube channels. Hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight. I plan on hopefully playing this again. I'm also going to be starting to play Link's Awakening on the Switch, since that was something that was requested of me. So we'll be playing some Zelda here soon. So that'll be fun. That'll be exciting. Alright, guys. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate everything you guys do, and I appreciate you guys sticking around. If you're able to stick around for the raid, it absolutely helps me and the people we raid. So I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you.
I don't think so, but that's for you to decide. So have you never watched the Drowned Man saga? Which part has the Ouija board? State your name for the record. Ouija boards at all, for the record. Tacos?